and welcome to Birds of Essex, September 2024. How are you? You okay, Steve?
Good, thanks, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, not too bad. Bit rushed, a little bit manic, a little bit dishevelled, but that's what I normally like, to be fair. So it's just another just another day in my life. There you go.
I cannot believe the months are marching on. Like,
Well, I mean, I say September, it's October on Tuesday, I think. Yeah,
yeah, man, yeah.
yeah. And then it'll be November, and then it'll be Christmas.
I'm surprised you haven't got your decorations up.
Well, I've got my Santa. I was going to wear my Santa t-shirt tonight, actually, but I thought better not. Bit too early. Might put people off.
Okay.
You're
Yeah,
looking very
fair
dapper
enough.
tonight in your nice little
Thank you.
collar
Thank
there.
you. It turned cold, isn't it? It's like,
Oh, again, I'm in a
you know,
t-shirt. I've got the window open here as well. So basically, I know I'm going to be freezing in a minute because I get quite warm, but my feet are already feeling cold. So if I die or disappear at some point during the show, can you just carry on without me? Is that okay?
okay, all right, mate. Okay,
Thank
cool.
you. Right. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hopefully, there's people watching. Hopefully, we're live this time. Are we live? Fingers crossed.
I've
Hope we
no
are.
idea. I'm just going to quickly look at YouTube to see what's
Okay,
happening.
cool. That's fine. While you're
No,
doing
I
that, I'm
think
going
we're
to get
live.
the question screen up. There we go. I think we're live.
Looking good. Looking good.
Ho- Hopefully, can you
Oh
see the question screen?
no, that's it. I can see it now. That's better.
You can. Excellent. Okay. So to ask us a question, log into your YouTube with your Gmail account. So I think people probably know how to do this by now, but log into Gmail, open up YouTube, and you can then join the chat down the right-hand side of the screen and ask any questions or join in with any banter. Alternatively, while the show is live, we will try and monitor the emails, and you can send us an email at ebwstalks@gmail.com. So that's ebwstalks@gmail.com. Fingers crossed that will all go nice and smoothly, I hope. Right, let's give it to that.
So, do you know what? The other month when we did this, I
Hmm.
couldn't see any of the chat in the box.
Okay.
It's happened again.
Are you joking? That's
No,
mad.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. It's like,
Okay. Well, I can see chat down the right hand side. So David Gotts, evening all. He's in Cornwall at the moment with awful Wi-Fi. Oh, I'm sorry to hear
oh,
that.
it was an
Um,
awful wife. Then I thought it's a bit harsh.
the sea watching hasn't been good because of the rain, but have now seen Chuff at Land's End. And he's going to watch the recording when home. Have a good evening. So yes, excellent. Mo Jackson. So Mo said, "Hello, I'm not reading and awake." So is David. Okay, that's good.
You know
Brilliant.
what? No. So basically, on
Yeah.
last month's show, her and David were both sitting there reading, waiting for the show to come on. Obviously, so relaxed, they forgot the show was on.
Fair enough. That's not a bad idea, actually. I might grab a book, I think.
But
um,
for anyone that's watching and reading a book, wake
yeah,
up.
yeah, wake up. Liz Huxley, evening, everyone. Richard Chu, good evening, everyone. I hope you haven't tuned in to see a couple of aging rockers. The band has already broken up, and we have just two Essex birders to watch instead. Well, to be fair, we were offered a number of gigs and a possible tour, but we decided to forego that career path and stay with you guys. So yeah, I hope you appreciate it.
It was a lucrative deal, wasn't it?
It was, but unfortunately, I did break my spatula as well, so I only had one drumstick left. Ron Furman, good evening, everyone. Tim Hayward, Rob M, Brian Cox, Richard Chew again, Katie Taylor, good evening. Ollie, oh, Ollie,
Evening, Ollie.
hello, all the way from South Africa, I think he is, or Africa, isn't he? Africa,
I
sorry.
was going to say good day then, but that's like,
Yeah, that's the wrong continent. Even
right.
I know that. Excellent. Neil Sumner, good evening. Ray Watson, Nick's Wildlife Adventures, evening, guys. Okay. John Peacock, Graham Me, Chris Me, Kevin O'Connor. Kevin O'Connor said he loved the trip to Cley. Excellent. Yeah, so did we. We're going to talk about that later on. Nick said he had a shorted out a couple of hours ago. EWT Thurrock Thameside Nature Park. Shorted
Good.
hours always good. And good time of year to start seeing them come in. And Steve Hallam, so I'm 3 minutes late, and this is the first time you've ever been on time. Thanks,
There
Steve.
you go. That bit of rehearsal then worked then, Matt. Well done.
Excellent. Can you see the messages yet, Steve, or not?
No, I can't. I'm just trying to think of a way of doing it. I'm going to try and log in on my big
Yeah, if
computer.
you put it on a background screen while you're on your computer, that will hopefully work. So while Steve is doing that, we've got some stuff coming up tonight. We're going to be talking about field trips that have happened and are going to happen. We're talking about indoor meetings and online meetings, ringing demonstrations, photo competitions, sea watching, bird aware Essex coast, Big County Birdwatch. We're talking about blue sky, the local nature recovery strategy, 0 hour campaign, and we've got the world's first X-rated bird competition. Very
Nothing
rude.
to do with me, guys.
And we're going to be starting at
Guess whose
before 9
idea?
o'clock. So
Guess whose idea this was.
hopefully we won't get in trouble doing it before the watershed, but let's wait and see. But we have got an apology to make. First of all, have you got the chat now?
I am. I'm back on live chat now. Yes.
Excellent. That's good to know because you're always good covering that. So let me just see if I can play this. Here we go. Everyone's familiar with this now. I think we play it every month, don't we? Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, right.
Doesn't get any better every month either, to be honest.
I know. I'm sorry, and I can't work out how to get rid of this now. Hang on. Where's my? You know what? Zoom has actually changed, and it's really quite annoying. So let me just get rid of that screen if I can. Hold on. I don't want to kill Zoom. Bear with me. Hold on 1 second. I'm so sorry. They keep changing where all the buttons go, and I can't actually get out of the screen here, which is a bit annoying. So
I can stop your screen sharing.
Go on then, stop my screen sharing because my little bar thing has disappeared completely. Have I stopped? I hope so.
No.
No?
No.
Oh my goodness. You know what? I think Zoom has gone a pretty poor show here because there's usually a little bar that you can stop the screen share and it's completely gone. Ah,
There you go.
very
I've
much.
done it for you.
Okay, you're a star. Excellent. Right, so apology corner. Maybe we won't do that again next month. So do you remember last month we showed a picture from a certain gentleman called Jan? Do you remember that?
I do remember.
And the picture was this one. Here we go. Can you see that?
Yes, I can see that.
Excellent. Okay. So when it came up on the screen, I looked at it initially, and I think I probably made the first comment. So I'm going to hold my hands up and say this is my fault. And because of the angle of the bird, it immediately looked like a pochard to me. And I think you were sort of in agreement, kind of, but because we don't look at them beforehand, we did it all live. So we were saying pochard. Well, on the last coach trip, Jan was on the coach and he tapped my shoulder and he handed me his phone and said, "Here, what's this bird?" And I looked at it and there was a picture of the canvasback. So I said, "Oh, that's the canvasback." And he said, "That's the same bird as this one. It was just at a different angle." So this is the canvasback. And looking more closely, if you zoom in, can you see this dark patch around here? I don't know if you can see that on your screen. Yeah. So I think the canvasbacks, I've been reading in a book that they do have this dark patch around the eye. And yeah, I mean, the billy's sort of long, but it just looks weird the angle it's at. Now, what we should have done is we should have looked a bit more closely at the picture that Jan sent in, because can you see that tufty in the bottom right corner? Yep. If we looked a little bit more closely,
Yep.
Can you see that?
Yep.
He's got a little sign.
Yeah. So I was behind my webcam and I was looking and I couldn't see that. Oh my word.
Okay, that lost the impact, didn't it? But yes, so that was canvasback.
Sorry, I ruined the whole thing.
You did ruin the whole thing. We're not going to do it again. So that was canvasback. Thanks, Jan. And apologies that we got that wrong last month. So hopefully we won't make any similar mistakes this month. Right, discussions. So we're going to ask people a few questions, aren't we, Steve?
We are. So what have you been up to this last month? We really want to know what you've been up to and what's your best bird you've seen. this month's been pretty good for like vagrants and migrant birds coming into the county. So yeah, let us know what you've been up to. Um, yeah, and also, have you been sea watching?
Mm.
The sea's been pretty good the last month. Um, you know, let us know if you like sea watching, what you've seen, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So, with the sea watching thing, I've been actually doing a bit of sea watching recently up at Felixstowe with Mark Nowers, and it's been really, really good. It's just been really, really good fun. And one of the things that he sent me across, if I can do this quickly, let me just open up a tab. Hold on. Is this. So hopefully, I don't know if this is going to work properly. Trying to share a YouTube screen on the screen live, but I'm going to give it a go. So if I go into here, hold on, we're going to get an advert to start with. There we go. Can you see a YouTube screen there, Steve?
Yes, I can now.
You can. Excellent. Sorry, there's obviously a little bit of a lag tonight. There we go.
Well,
So
I've been, I've been by that hut.
have you really? Ah, well, for anyone that doesn't know, and obviously Steve does, this is in Estonia, which I've never been to, but I'd love to go. And Mark sent me this because we've been doing a bit of sea watching, and I'm really enjoying sea watching. And he sent me this saying that this is somewhere that maybe should try and visit at some point. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I'm just going to fast forward a bit. I mean, you can see the quantities of birds that are going past here. And if we just fast forward a bit, look at these birds streaming past the screen. I mean, it's just astonishing. Some of the lines of birds that you get go through. Is this what it was like when you were there?
It's a wonderful spot. It's like a big spit that sticks right out into the sea, and you're
Yeah.
getting like hundreds of thousands. I mean, we might see 5,000 widgeon. No, not even 5,000 widgeon. 500 widgeon, but you're talking like tens of thousands.
Wow. It just looks absolutely spellbinding. I reckon, it must be really captivating to sort of be there and see that kind of thing going on live.
Was there like 100,000 common scoter this week or something daft?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, you're talking tens of thousands of birds just streaming past constantly, which don't get me wrong, Essex Sea watching at Frington and up in Suffolk at Old Felixstowe and beyond is good fun. But you know what it's like. Sometimes you get a few birds go through and then there can be a lull. There, it looks like it's continuous. So yeah, thanks for sending me that, Mark. Um, the other thing we were going to talk about briefly, let me just bring up the screen. Hold on. Is the J.A. Baker exhibition. So if anyone's not familiar with this, the J.A. Baker exhibition is on in the Chelmsford Museum, and hopefully you can see the web page there. Fingers crossed.
Yep.
Excellent.
All good.
And this was due to finish, I think, in November or October, I think, originally.
Yeah, it was due to finish soon, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they've extended the dates to the 23rd of February 2025. So J.A. Baker was a local chap, as I'm sure most of you know, very famous for writing The Peregrine and other literature. And he actually lived quite close to the museum, I think, didn't he? Oh, hello.
Sorry, we lost you there for a minute. You sort of jerked, and I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
Ah, sorry. I think he lived quite close to the museum, didn't he?
You've broken up again, mate. You've just like,
Oh, no, you're joking. I'm fine, my end.
okay.
Okay. Well, I was saying, I think he lived quite close to the museum.
Oh, okay. To Chelmsford. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. So his house was really close to where the museum is at the moment. So the exhibition is in there, and it's been extended through to February 2025. So if anyone hasn't been to see it, it's free to enter, and it's well worth looking around the exhibition because it's quite compact, but there's lots in there. There's loads of his original notebooks, original drawings and sightings that he made, some of the notes that he made that went towards the Peregrine book. And one of your neighbours, Sue, actually sent in an email saying that she'd been and thoroughly enjoyed it. And there's an article, we were asked to contribute a little note towards it, weren't we, as Essex Birdwatching Society. And so I sent in a few words and it's there on the wall, and she read that and sent in the email. And one of the things that I said about was obviously there's a little bit of uncertainty about some of the ways that he's written his descriptions of peregrine, sort of golden coloured feathers and particularly hovering. And Sue asked, why don't we ask on the show if anyone has ever seen a peregrine hover? So, has anyone ever seen a peregrine hover? Have
I
you?
mean, they would like hover in like almost a stall, I suppose,
Hmm.
before I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah, they might go into the yeah just before the stoop. They might sort of
before the
stop
stoop. Yeah.
and then dive.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, there are moments in the book where he describes the bird definitely hovering. So it'd be interesting to know. Maybe they do. I mean, I've never seen that, but maybe they do. So can people let us know? Have we got anything in the feedback, Steve? Anything
We
in the chat?
have. So yeah, Tim Haywood said that Jan wasn't bitter about the canvasback Miss ID at all. So
Sorry.
yeah, John Peacock said he was glad that the canvasback's been very visible at Layer Breton, which is good.
Good.
Um, and just back to what we've been up to the last month or so. Ray Watson spent 4 days in Norfolk. The Snettisham Spectacular was a highlight, and he had brief views of American golden plover at Titchwell.
Excellent.
Another good bird.
Yep.
Mo Jackson, the recent Cley field trip, seeing all the pink-footed geese arriving was amazing and very special for her.
Yep.
Tim Haywood, bird of the month is the Wilson Sparrow for Old Hall,
Yeah,
which
good
we'll
bird.
talk about a little bit later. And then
Hmm.
Richard Chew, couple of things from Richard. Canby Point's been excellent for sea watching recently. He just had up 4 Arctic skewers when he was there, and his first 4 Brent geese of the winter.
Nice. Good.
And he said the J.A. Baker exhibition is on his to-do list for next week, and he thinks he lived near or in Danbury.
Right. Okay. Cool. Lovely.
So thanks.
Thanks very much for that. Right. So a couple of very quick things. Happy birthday to Ben Rumsby for next week.
Oh,
He is
happy birthday, Ben.
Yeah, he's 18, the big 18 next week. So if
18? Where's the time?
yeah, I know. I can't remember 18 to be fair, but happy birthday. And I know his mum and dad have had milestone birthdays recently for his mum, and I think in the next couple of weeks for his dad. So happy birthday to them as well. And to anyone else whose birthday it is. So there you go. Happy birthday to
Absolutely.
everyone. Right, so we've got a ringing demonstration coming up. So there's still 3 or 4 places left on this. We're doing the ringing demo on Sunday, the 6th of October, and it's going to be at a different venue to the previous ones this time. So it's at EWT Gunners Park. Um, this is a photograph taken at one of the previous events that we had at Wat Tyler of a Chetty's warbler. So always nice to see Chetty's warbler in a hand rather than skulking in a bush. So Sunday, the 6th of October, EWT Gunners Park. It is weather permitting. This event should have been held last month and there was poor weather, so it got rearranged. If you're interested in coming, there's 3 or 4 spaces left. If you send us an email, either to the ebwstalks one or to the info.ebws@gmail.com, either of those emails, send us your name, how many people are coming, 1 or 2, and your telephone number. And if there are any cancellations near the event because of weather, I'll give you a call and let you know that it's been called off. But hopefully, if we can get another 3 or 4 people along, we'll have a dozen of us, and it's going to be a really great event, I think, on the 6th. And you were saying Gunners could have some good stuff, weren't you?
Yeah, I mean, this time of year, we've got the winds are pretty good. There's a nice lot of scrub there. You're by the coast. It's a good migration spot. So yeah, I mean, there's a fair chance, something might fly in the nets, and it's guaranteed because I won't be there. So
Yeah, it's a shame. Where are you on the? You're away somewhere, aren't you?
I'm on the Isles of Scilly. So
Okay, well, I think you'll get some pretty good stuff there, to be fair. So yeah,
fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure you will. Um, so shall we do the first in our little competition?
yeah.
In
Go
our
for that, and then I'll do other people's birds of the month. Here we've got a few coming in.
Yep, lovely, brilliant. Okay, so I'm just going to bring up title screen now. Here we go. Right. So this is the world's first X-rated bird competition. I'm only going to do this once, but the competition is called Arse. That's it. I'm not doing it again. So The idea of this competition, as I'm sure you're about to guess, is that we're going to show you a series of pictures. There's going to be some easy ones, some medium ones, and some hard ones. And they're going to be pictures of birds from behind. And if you want to enter the competition, what you're going to have to do is see if you can work out what the birds are. Just number them as they come through. So it's 1 to 5 for the easies, 6 to 10 for the mediums in a minute, and then 11 to 15 for the hards. And text your answers along with your name to this phone number: 07377 547 951. Do you want to read that out, Steve? Because you can do it in a better voice than me. Go on.
So please call this viewers rate 07377 547 951.
Lovely.
Please ask your bill payer for permission, or whatever they say on Strictly.
And the lines are not closed. Not yet.
Voting is now open.
Right. Okay. So leave that on for 3 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And there we go. Right. Okay.
Are they drinking water as well?
Sorry?
Are they drinking water?
Right. I'm just closing some pictures down in the background so I don't lag too much, hopefully. So here we go. The easy questions. Right. Now, I will say that beforehand, we went through these because I just wanted to make sure they all work. And I'm not lying, but Steve got all 15 right, which, to be fair, he is a professional bird guide. But I was very impressed nonetheless. So this is the first one, and these first 5 are kind of easy. So number 1. Just leave that on the screen for a couple more seconds. Then we've got number 2. Do you want to do a little song or something while these are...
Your guitar's there, mate. I could give you a little
Get your guitar, yeah, get your guitar out, yeah.
Maybe
Number
not.
3, I'll leave that on the screen. Number 4. I hope no one tunes in while we're sitting here waiting for to give people enough time, because they'll tune in and there's a picture on the screen of me and you just sat there and nothing happening.
Hang on, this
Number
show's
4.
good, isn't it?
Yeah. And finally, number 5. Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Back in the game. Okay,
Cool.
good.
Cool.
So that's the first 5. So hopefully any second now, any entries will start coming in. That's great. Right, what's next? What are we doing next?
Well, first we've had a bit of people have been messaging in. Sean Mulqueen saw his first spotted flycatcher and spoonbills during the month, which is really good. And Richard Chew's bird of the month is the Lesser Yellowlegs at Vange Marsh.
Oh, nice.
He said, unfortunately, it was a distant speck in the telescope in the haze, but his 8th record in the UK and his 2nd record at Vange Marsh.
Brilliant. That's good.
It does turn up a few good waders.
Mm.
And then back to our peregrine hovering, John Peacock says, does watching Colchester's resident peregrine remain stationary on the wing, battling into the wind, trying to land back on jumbo class as hovering?
Yeah.
Technically, wind, I mean,
this is the thing. I guess we're talking
license,
and we're talking about a guy who, with Baker, he spent hours and hundreds of hours watching these birds. So he'll have watched them in all sorts of conditions. So maybe prevailing wind. I think Sue mentioned that in her email. Strong prevailing wind like a buzzard can. Maybe peregrine can kind of hold up in the wind a little bit. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, good.
No reason why not
coming in. Keep them coming in, please. That'd be good. Right, we've got the photo competition running, haven't we, Steve?
We have, yeah. So we're now on the autumn.
Yes.
And the time flies by. Yeah. So now we've got the.
There you go.
The autumn competition is now up and running. It finishes on I think it finishes in November, doesn't it?
Yeah. So if you go onto the EBWS website and on the homepage, you'll see this picture. Click on the picture, and you get all the information on the screen here. And it's the same rules as before. So it's got to be wild birds. And the bird must be in Essex, and the picture must be taken between the 12th of August and 10th of November. Got to be taken with, well, you can use a camera, phone, digiscope, phone scope, doesn't matter really. But yeah, anything can be used. And the most important thing is send the photos in to ebwsphotos@gmail.com. You will get an auto reply. So if you don't receive that, try again. I will try and remember to check the spam, but you should get an auto reply. And the other really important thing, Steve, is this bit at the bottom here, isn't it?
Is so we all want to get a good photograph, but the bird's welfare comes first. So especially we're getting into now, the weather's turning colder, so we don't want to be flushing stuff and disturbing the birds. So just please keep your distance, and just bear that in mind at all times.
Hmm. And that leads us nicely into the first of our here we are. Can you see that? Has that worked? The Guardian?
Not.
Oh,
Here it comes. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, so
excellent.
this article in the Guardian, I think it was yesterday, um, about how well, say our, I suppose generally we're all we're all guilty of it, but know, photographs on social media. How we're all striving for a nice, decent photograph of a bird, and some are rarer than others. And again, disturbance.
Yeah,
It's
definitely, definitely. I mean, I think the article
especially
is
like you
really.
say during the breed.
Oh, go on.
I was going to say, especially during the breeding season. Um, but yeah, it's a really good article. Now, if you want to have a scroll down.
Yeah. So it's basically going on. It's kind of saying that capercaillie, for example, in Scotland, you're not allowed to, go and look for them now. Certainly not to try and take photos. They've said really leave them alone because they're in so much trouble. But I think there's been one or two people that have still tried to hunt out capercaillie to either see them or take pictures. And the basic gist of this article is saying that because of the prevalence of social media nowadays, um, that the temptation is there to get an ever increasingly better photograph to share with people and to get likes and so on and so forth. Um, and because of that, people do things that maybe they shouldn't be doing and get too close to the birds. So, yeah, as Steve was saying, please, please, when you're doing our competition, we don't go disturbing the birds. Use your zoom lens, not your feet. Um, put your phone on a telescope if you can, if you haven't got a zoom lens, and just try and be aware of the bird's welfare at all times. But this article is really worth reading. If you just Google Guardian and then, I don't know, single-handedly extinction, it will find this. You'll find it. But it's worth having a look at, definitely. So thanks to Tim and to David that sent that in as a suggestion to share on the show as well. Thank you. Right.
Excellent.
Are we lagging a little bit? Are you lagging a little bit? I'm getting a bit of lag from you.
Okay,
So
I'm getting a bit of lag from you, so
okay. I mean, hopefully,
apologies somewhere
yeah,
online if you were getting that. Everyone,
yeah.
apologies for that.
I've upgraded my router since last month, so I've got a faster router. I put an extra 16 gig of RAM in my computer, so hopefully there's not much more I can do really. But
Okay, well, no, I'm sure we'll just carry on as normal.
yeah, I mean, it might
Quick,
just be Zoom. Yeah.
yeah. Neil Sumner had 4 days in North Norfolk visit in North Suffolk, Essex. Sorry, Suffolk and Norfolk. He did Minsmere, Wells, Holcombe, Cley, and Hickling over 4 days. And he said, surprisingly, how many summer migrants were still around.
Right. Okay.
I mean, up until today, the weather's been amazing.
Mm.
And then back to J.A. Baker, he mentions J.A. Baker mentions one peregrine taking a rat off a compost heap.
Wow.
So they do have other hunting strategies than stooping at 200 miles an hour. I can't
Well,
imagine a peregrine taking a rat off the compost heap, but
I've watched peregrines worming before. I've watched two peregrines in a ploughed field, walking around the field pulling earthworms out, which made me really laugh. I thought it was quite
wow,
mad. Yeah. Yeah.
they've obviously been watching the local buzzards.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, probably have. Right. Okay. So
Yeah,
we've had some activities, haven't we? We had an indoor meeting, which I don't think you came to that one. You were away.
no, I was away. Yep, for that one.
But it was
So
Ralph and Brent.
so there was a.
Oh,
I was going
gone.
to say how it was lovely indoor. It was our first indoor meeting of the season, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. We had, I think it was 25 people turned up, maybe a couple more. Ralph and Brenda Todd gave a fantastic talk. It was called Where Yeehaw Meets Ole. And I don't know if I said that right, but it's kind of Texas, New Mexico, Southern California. And it was a mixture of birds and whales and dolphins and mammals. The photography was superb. I think everyone really enjoyed the talk. And thanks so much to Ralph and Brenda for coming along and giving us the talk, and well done to Paul for organising it, because it was the first one of his new stint as indoor meetings organizer. So that's all good. We've got an online one coming up, I think, haven't we? Next Friday.
Week today.
Yes, week today, and that's
Yep.
going to be on
Yep.
avian flu in the UK and the impacts that it's had, and it's being given by Phil Atkinson from the BTO. So we'll send out details hopefully over the next couple of days by email. Um, it'll be on the website. We'll try and put it on social media as well. If you're not on our mailing list, please join the mailing list. It's at the bottom of our homepage. So go to ebws.org.uk, scroll to the bottom. There's a blue form, and you can fill out the form, and you'll be sent emails to give you updates on things that are going on within the society. So if I quickly try and share this. Apologies as well. I'm losing my voice a little bit today. Don't know why, but there you go. Can you see that, Steve?
Yep, that's brilliant. Yep, cool.
Yep. So right to the bottom of our homepage, ebws.org.uk. You can see in the top there in the address bar, and then pop your email address in. You don't have to put your name. You can just put your email address in and hit subscribe. And then if you don't like what we're sending you, you can always unsubscribe. So there's nothing really to lose. But yeah, details of next week's meeting will be in there. We also went to Cley Marshes, didn't we?
We did. Again,
Mm,
first field trip of the autumn. We had a really good day, I have to say. We had a good turnout, didn't we?
we did. Yeah.
Yeah, the weather was amazing. Well, pretty much all day, stayed good. And we had some good birds.
We did, yeah. So I'm going to share a picture of, first of all, it's part of the group. Um, so I was kind of lagging behind as usual. I don't know what I was doing, but I saw you guys roll on the east wall or the east path, and thought that would make a nice photograph across the reed bed.
I should have
But yeah,
put me then. I don't know.
are you in there? You should be in there somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you are. You're there.
that's me.
Oh,
Yeah.
fifth from the left. Yeah, there you go. I think you're looking at me and your binoculars saying, "Come on, hurry up."
I think we was going, where is he gone now?
Yeah, where's he gone? He's looking for McDonald's. There's not one here. But we had some good birds. I mean, we had a flock of these little chappies flying, didn't we?
Right, just waiting for it
Can you see
to.
them?
There you go. Yeah, can now.
Hey, excellent.
Oh, very
Okay,
nice. Lovely.
lovely. So there's a good number of golden plover. They didn't really stay, did they? I don't think there was a couple of stragglers that stayed, but these ones came in and washed up and kind of flew off, didn't they? I think.
Yeah, they was a bit flighty for some
Hmm,
reason, but that's lovely,
nice that.
like that.
Yeah. And then we had lots of these, didn't we?
I have to wait for the leg to come in, just like,
I know. Sorry, I don't know what's going
oh,
on. Nightmare.
it's okay. Yeah, pink-footed geese.
Yep, pink-footed
Yeah.
geese. And I think that the one on the right is a juvenile.
No, I've gone the one on the left is a juvenile.
Oh, do you think? Okay,
Oh, see the one on the left certainly definitely is.
okay.
Mm,
I thought the brown feathers might have been. I don't know. Maybe maybe they're adult feathers. I might have got that the other way around. But there's
yeah, I'd
certainly
go
one's a younger
left.
bird, I think. There anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, it might not be a full adult, maybe not, but
No. Yeah, like a sub-adult. And then this is one of your pictures. When it comes on the screen, and
let's
that's a
have a look.
really nice shot of the two little stint. Really nice.
Hasn't got there yet, so I'm
Oh
just
my
waiting.
goodness, you're
Waiting. It's
joking.
just, oh, it's
I've
crazy.
resized
Look.
these as well. They're all small size as well. I don't know what's causing the
Oh, here we
lag.
go.
There you
Yeah,
go.
there is. Yeah, we had nice views of little stints in front of one of the hides, busy
Yeah.
feeding away with a little flock of dunlin and snipe and things like that, and rough.
Yep. So they were really good. Really enjoyed them. So yeah, it was a great day, wasn't it?
It
And
was.
next month, where are we going next month?
We're off to Walton on the Naze. Walton on the Naze. Well, actually, no, we're not. We're technically, officially, we're at Walton on the Naze at 9 o'clock. And then in the afternoon, we'll be going on to Holland Haven. But we're doing a special pop-up
Hmm.
just for maybe like an hour and a half at Frinton, a sea watching pop-up with Paul Brayshaw. Paul's kindly offered to host the event down at Frinton. So we'll be doing that beforehand. And it's on Sunday, the 13th of October.
Yep. So we're getting to Frinton for 7, I think. Yep. So
Yep.
if anyone's coming to Walton on the Naze, we're going to Holland Haven in the afternoon. So if anyone's coming from the day and wants to get there a bit earlier and join us at Frington to see, there won't be as many birds as in the video earlier on, but hopefully there will be some. Gannets, maybe a skewer if we're lucky, scoter and other wildfowl going past. Brent geese, there should be plenty of Brent geese going through by then, I would imagine. So yeah, come along on the 13th, 7 o'clock, and we're going to be meeting on the Greenswood at the bottom of the sort of high street. You can park there, free parking. And again, I'll be emailing details out a week or so beforehand. So if you're on the mailing list, you'll get all the details. Good. Right. Talking about membership, what do people get if they're a member?
Oh, right. So I've got to get merchandise here. So we do this. I mean, we do this every month, but I'm sure people, for those who don't pay any attention, who are probably reading their books and not paying attention,
or asleep. So you get a copy of the bird report. You get 2 of the Essex birding journals. One comes out every 6 months, roughly, full of articles and pictures and things that have been written by people. And all the members and so forth contribute. And the photographs, a lot of the photographs that are in here now come from the photographic competition. So if you enter that, you might get published in here. The journal, the report, apologies. The report comes out, it's an annual report. This is the 2022 one, which is the latest one, but Neil and Mick and his team of sub-editors, they're working on the 2023 one at the moment. So that's going to be out, I think, early next year, I think, is the plan. Looking forward to that. And again, this is, we said it before, but it's the Bible of Essex birding. So it's got all the details, all the facts and figures about all the different species. I was actually using this a couple of days ago for something. So it's a really, really useful publication full of pictures. And also at the back, there's articles and there's pages of information about first arrival dates, last departure dates, and so on and so forth. Bringing information there as well. You get the fixture card that shows all of the things coming up over the next year. There you go, all of that lot.
Stuff going on.
Yeah, loads of stuff going on, and it's £16 a year for an adult.
Oh yeah, we say every time you come, 16 quid, amazing value.
Definitely. And don't forget, you can still get all our merchandise stuff as well. So we've got, for anyone that isn't aware by now, we've got caps, we've got notebooks, we've got, what have we got? What have you got?
Shopping bags. Oh, go on, sorry.
Australian shopping bags and English ones, there you go.
And English ones as well.
We've got umbrellas. These might be useful coming up, to be fair. We're getting into umbrella season, aren't we? And we've got an array of T-shirts. So the T-shirts might not be quite useful at the moment, but you never know. I'm normally in a T-shirt. Lots of nice colours. And there's sweatshirts as well. So lots of sweatshirts available. There's a little page on the website, details all the stuff. And if you're interested, drop us an email and we can sort you out with something.
So right. If you're not a subscriber to our YouTube channel, there's a little on your bottom of your screen. There's a little tiny bell. So if you click on that and you're subscribed to our channel, we've got 729 subscribers at the moment. We could do with a few more.
Let's get it to 1,000. That'd be nice.
So click on the bell to subscribe, and then as soon as when we're coming on again, you get a notification. And if you're liking it, there's a little thumbs up symbol. We've never had a thumbs down symbol, but
oh, hang on. Where's thumbs down? I might give us our first thumbs down symbol. Hang on, where is it? I can't find it. Right, excellent. Yeah, so please like us, please follow us.
Just quickly, Matt, Neil's just come back, who's the editor of the Bird Report. He said it's usually published end of March, early April.
Brilliant. Yep, so in the springtime. So that's looking forward to that.
Thanks, Neil.
Okay, we've got a little new feature, haven't we? Which is going to take about 2 minutes, hopefully. 2 minutes. And it's called Book Look. And we're going to look at a book, aren't we?
That's right.
Have you got your book?
New feature. You didn't tell me.
Oh dear, hilarious. Right, so this should actually be called Books Look, to be fair, because should we do this at the same time?
3, 2, 1.
Oh, look at these. So people might be aware of this. Which one are you going to take? The light one or the heavy one?
Oh, I'm going to take the light one because it's the heavy one.
Okay,
too heavy.
I'll do the heavy one. Okay, so the heavy one is non-passerines. And the light one is passerines, perching birds. and this is the ID Handbook of European Birds by Niels van Dwivendijk. I've probably got his name wrong.
Dick is quite good, actually. I think. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
cool. All right. And he did, I haven't got it with me actually, but there's an advanced ID handbook, which is just words, no pictures, that came
yeah.
out about 12 years ago, which is a really cracking book. It describes all the feathers and plumage details and so on. But this is basically an updated book based on the same theory of just focusing on plumage, but it's all photographs.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I'd say it's one of the best bird books I've seen for a long, 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 long time.
It's
It is
very,
phenomenal.
very, very good. Yeah, it really is good. And there are sections detailing the different sort of groups of species and some of the things to look for. There's a nice little thing at the front that you can go to the little section that you want to. Um, it is just phenomenal. And it compares, sort of similar types of species and points out all the different ID features that you should ever need to look at. It's a nice size as well. I mean, you can't put it in your pocket when you're out in the field, obviously, but it's not as big as I thought it was going to be. It's a nice size, nice to hold. It smells nice. You've got to do a sniff test with every new book, I think, haven't you? And it
Do you know, it
definitely
smells
part.
amazing. I mean, obviously, I used to work in the print trade, and
Oh, there you go.
you can't beat a sniff of a good book, mate.
Definitely. That's the first thing that I always do with a book. I always go, smells nice.
Right.
And yeah, it's just a really, really good book. So thanks for watching. I'm going to read mine now. Thank you.
It covers 733 species.
Yep. I think it's
There's
pretty
over
much
5,500 colour pictures.
it's amazing. It covers pretty much every species that's been recorded in Europe and pretty much every plumage type as well.
Yeah.
So it's an incredible volume of work. It's brilliant.
You know what? They've missed off. It tells you all the nice key points about the book. Doesn't say smells nice.
Well, there you go.
Missing a trick. Missing a trick.
Definitely. So obviously once again, it's called the ID Handbook of European Birds.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to look that up, it's available in all good bookshops and online and so on and so forth. I definitely recommend it. It's a really decent book. Yeah.
Some of the booksellers are doing quite a good deal on this. So
yeah, it's worth looking around for the best deal. Definitely. Right. Okay. Shall we do some more of the competition?
Let's go back. Yep. While you do that, I'll have a quick look. Yeah, Richard Chu had his delivered yesterday.
Oh, brilliant. Good.
So well done, Richard. That'll keep you out of mischief for the weekend. He said not cheap, but he thinks they're still on offer at Bird Guides. So
yes,
other booksellers are available.
Yep. I think I got mine through Bird Guides actually. So yeah, they were doing a good deal. Anything else in the chat?
No, we're all good. We're all nicely ticking along.
Okay, right. So these are the medium photographs. So I've had some buzzy answers come through on the phone already. So these are the mediums. This is number 1.
Right, mate. Sorry.
You can see that, can't you?
Yep, I can. Sorry, I'm just trying to juggle between screens.
That's okay. Yep. So we'll leave that on the screen just for a few more seconds.
It's a nice fluffy bottom, isn't it?
Yeah, I've tried. Oh, thanks very much. I've tried to give some little clues on the pictures as well when I've cropped in. So hopefully people will know what things are. So 3, 2, 1. Number 2.
Okay.
Okay. So again, we'll leave that on the screen just for a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Number 3, hopefully.
Yep.
Cool. So again, little clues. There's no tricks. Just to see how many good answers we get through. I haven't said what the prize is, have we?
No.
The prize is a week's birding with Steve Greenway. No, not really. The prize is...
No one's going to enter, mate, so I won't worry about that.
The prize is an EBWS notebook and a shopping bag.
Oh. Nice.
There you go.
No expense spared tonight.
This is medium number 4. Or, in fact, that should be number 9. Sorry, apologies. So, number 9, call this.
Okay.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. And number 10. So that was number 6 to 10.
Lovely.
Okay. Three, two, one, and we're gone. Right, good. What's next? I've got no idea what's next. You got the run sheet?
Just so you know, there's a message from Neil Sumner. He said he got his first copy of the Peregrine was given him to by his uncle in 1975.
Okay.
After it was loaned out to several other family members, he said that smelt too.
Oh
Then it fell apart on his second reading.
wow, really? Oh no.
Game.
Oh, that's not good. Right, what's next? What are we doing next?
I don't know because I've got to look at my bit of paper. I've got to put my glasses off.
Let's have a look. Blue
We've got
sky. Oh no, and
wings.
new species as
Wings.
well. Yes, let's do that. Right.
We've
Okay.
got wings. We've got a few little news items. Yep.
We have, yes, right. So let me get them up quickly. So we're going to do, what are we going to do first? Let's do seabirds, right? Okay, three, two, one. Hopefully we can share this. So just a couple of news items from the internet, really. So this first one coming up, hopefully you can see it. You got that on the screen?
Yep. Oh.
Excellent. So quite recently, 5 new birds have been added to the UK red list. And they're all seabirds. So the red list is obviously birds that are in like massive decline over a fairly short to mid-term period. It can be, but I think it goes back sort of 20 years or so. It looks at a period of time, and if the population is declined by a certain degree, it goes from green to amber, and then from amber to red. And these birds, unfortunately, have been moved to red. So you've got the great skua, the Leach's storm petrel, the great black-backed gull is now on the red list. The common gull is now on the red list, and the Arctic tern as well. So I would imagine that some of the reason that they're all seabirds is possibly down to avian flu because that did hit the seabirds really hard, didn't it?
Yeah, certainly great skua last year or the year before was really bad.
Mm. So not great news, unfortunately. But if anyone is interested, you can see the latest Birds of Conservation Concern report number 5, and that's on the BTO website. I think you can link through to it from RSPB as well. So it's like a project with lots of bodies involved in it, and it's got a list of all the different amber and red birds on it. So yeah. Next up, we have this. This is your gig, Steve. Over to you.
Well done. So, yeah, so for those who do social media, especially, well, I still keep calling it Twitter, but X, whatever it's called. I don't know about you, but there's a lot of old tosh on it nowadays. We have an Essex Bird News page, and we have an EBWS tweets page, but we've also opened a Blue Sky account now, which is just so much more enjoyable than X. No rubbish on it, and basically, I don't know to explain. I only started learning this, so it's quite new to me. But you can follow feeds, so you can have a feed can be anything, any subject. So we've got one called Essex Birding.
Yep. So if I go to my home page here, this is obviously my account, but at the top here you can see the feeds. So
yep.
Click on that. Yeah, there you go.
So if anyone mentions the word Essex Birding in their message, it comes up in the feed. So it's just easy to follow stuff because I say I'm just following.
The feed's not working at the moment.
It is working. I'll put it on my screen as well.
But it's probably my computer not working. Okay, all right.
But yeah, it is working.
Hang on.
But it's just easy to follow the bird news.
There you go. There you go.
With some of the social media, it's all about likes and there you go. Look, so Ruth Jones here has tweeted or blue skied or whatever you call it. I don't know about a bird that was black-headed gull that was ringed in Pitsea and seen.
Yeah,
hasn't been seen for over 12 years. So there's a picture of Hoopoe from me, and it's just a really good new social media. So it's just and when you better follow Essex Bird News, we are on Blue Sky.
Yeah,
I probably waffled on a bit there, but
no, definitely not. I mean, go to Blue Sky, make an account, hashtag Essex Birding, follow the feed. There's other feeds to follow as well. I mean, I'm only following at the moment, I think Essex Birding, Birds and Rare Birds UK. But it just seems to be more focused on what you want to look at, if that makes sense, rather than all the other tosh that you tend to get on X now. So
it's not all about likes and read
No,
posts and stuff. It's all best about seeing the bird news and bird information. So
yeah,
recommend that.
definitely.
Um,
Next one is 0 hour campaign. So is there anything on the chat, Steve?
let me just have a quick look, Matt. No, just Richard Chew said, did anyone else go to Richard Allen's exhibition in Wivenhoe? Brilliant paintings and drawings, especially the landscapes and birds of our Essex estuaries.
Oh,
Um,
definitely. Yeah.
but he said, unfortunately, it's now ended. So, yeah, if you went to Richard's exhibition, please let us know. Tell us what you thought of it. I mean, Richard's amazing,
Yeah.
amazing bird artist and, follower of the society. So, yeah, let us know what you think.
Right. So next up, we're going to have a very quick look at the 0 hour campaign. And the reason we're doing this is a campaign to basically try and get the government of the day to put effort behind the new climate and nature bill, which is kind of the only bill that's currently in the offing to look at nature really and address the current situation that nature is in and the current situation the climate is in. The reason we're going to very briefly talk about this is that Essex Birdwatching Society has lent its support to this. Hopefully, our logo will appear on there in the next few days. I've sent it through and chased it. It's not appeared yet, but we have sent an email supporting this, as have many other bodies, including I think the BTO, the RSPB, and so on and so forth. So there's a web. If you just Google 0 hour campaign, not gonna bang on about it, but it's well worth watching this video here. And it's well worth having a look through to see who've been supporting. And you can, if you want to, you can add your own individual support to this as well. Just click get started and follow the instructions. Hopefully, if enough people get behind that, it will encourage the government to look at this properly and to hopefully get this climate and nature bill through, and at least make a start of addressing the problems that we have in this country with our nature. So fingers crossed
Absolutely.
that will have some kind of an effect. And the other one is a similar kind of thing, really, isn't it? So hopefully, if this loads, bear with me. Here we go. Can you see the new screen on there? Hopefully.
It's coming. It's got to go up to the world. That's it. They're there now. That's to
There
go
you
to
go.
the
Right.
moon and back, mate. It has to,
So this is actually the Essex Local Nature Partnership website. And the reason we're here is because you've got the Essex Local Nature Recovery Strategy, which these guys are really behind and trying to push through. And this is now open for public consultation. So the nature recovery strategy is basically all the sort of council and other various bodies throughout the county that are getting together and have come up with this proposal to help nature come back in Essex, really help to recover the landscape and do what we need to do to enhance the landscape for the benefit of nature. Again, if you click on this, you can go through and you can then take part in the consultation. There's links to actually read the strategy as well. You can go through all the documentation, download it all, and have a good old read of it. And any opinions that you've got on this, if you think they're doing things right or not doing things quite right, or if you've got any suggestions, you can submit your opinions as well if you follow all the links through. Okay, so that's the Essex Local Nature Recovery Strategy, and you can get to it either directly by Googling, or you can get to it via the Local Nature Partnership. Okay, which was that page there, which is going to take ages to load again. So I'll come out of that, I think. But yeah, okay, that's that over and done with. Good, right.
Thanks to those people. Thanks to those people who already started following Essex Bird News on Blue Sky already coming through.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, one anyway. Let's start.
One's good. One's a start.
Hello.
Everything starts with one, pretty much.
It does. It does.
Right. Anything on the old feedback?
Mo Jackson, she said, we visited Richard Allen's exhibition. Very interesting to see the change from watercolors to now using oils. It's a
Right,
very different look, almost textured and very tactile looking paintings. So that's good because Richard, he does lots of liner cuts. He's obviously done lots of watercolors, as we see over your shoulder.
Yep.
And yeah, oils. Yeah, interesting.
Excellent. I didn't get a chance to go along, unfortunately. I was working every single day that it was on, but yeah, no, obviously he's a brilliant artist. I love him. I love the stuff he does. So yes, it's fab. Right. Where have we been? What we seen? Do you wanna do your pictures quickly first?
I can do. Let me just switch. I'm on about 3 different devices here. It's like I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh no, it's terrible.
So let's go share screen. Let's have a look and see what I've been up to. So oh, it's amazing where the time's gone. So I back in early September, I headed off to southern Sweden. I led a tour there. So I've been to this area maybe 20 odd times over the years. Absolutely fantastic birding. One of the highlights of our trip was this stunning male black woodpecker
Wow.
that we had. Yeah, we had really good views of. This is this is Colin Undrill. This is one of his pictures. Who comes on our society events.
I thought
But
you were going to
yeah,
say that's the
absolutely.
I thought you were going to say that's the woodpecker's name. That'd have been a
Yeah, the woodpecker's
coincidence.
called Colin. Yeah, Colin the
Colin,
woodpecker.
Colin the woodpecker.
I think if you've never seen black woodpecker, these are huge. These are like jackdaw size woodpeckers. They're absolutely monster. And you know what? Yeah, we saw quite a lot of them, to be fair.
Wow.
So that was really nice. Lots of common cranes migrating through, heading south out of the sort of Scandinavian peninsula, out down to sort of Spain and Iberia, so Iberian France, which was good. Amazing views of hobbies.
God.
So these birds are just flying right over your heads, just heading off south across the sea over across to Denmark, and then they follow the coast all the way down through sort of Holland and places like that. So
That's a
nice
lovely
adult hobby.
picture.
And honey buzzard.
Ooh.
So the winds weren't particularly amazing for our sort of for honey buzzard migration. We only saw maybe half a dozen or so, but always nice to see. It was good.
Lovely.
And this is the famous Falsterbo lighthouse. So these bushes and scrub and stuff can be alive with birds, and there'll be sparrowhawks flying past and honey buzzards flying over, and yeah, just swallows and Caspian terns and just loads of birds. So that's the Falsterbo lighthouse. Oh, this is an osprey from Sweden. They're sort of hovering. It's a slightly different angle to the normal osprey shots.
Yeah, I like that.
So yeah, lots of ospreys we saw. Red-backed shrike. So they breed up in Scandinavia, and they're passing through south. So we caught up with a few of those. So yes, one feeding on a post. And white-tailed eagles.
Oh, cracking.
We saw white-tailed eagles every day. Just lots of white-tailed eagles. And so another picture of a honey buzzard, but this one wasn't in Scandinavia. It was in Kent.
Oh,
So I did a day trip down to Dungeness.
okay.
Did a day trip down to Dungeness. We picked this raptor up over the trees, and there was just something about it. It looked very sort of floppy, fly. And I said to the group, I said, look, we need to go and investigate this a bit, Nick, closer. And as we got there, this honey buzzard come out of the trees, quite low, circled around, being harassed by this kestrel, and then drifted off, and it stayed around for a couple of days. So yeah,
Is that a young bird, that one, or?
Yeah, a young bird, and they can be in various forms. They can be, the one I showed earlier was really pale, but they can be really dark like this one. But yeah, it's a nice young bird, which is
Beautiful.
lovely. Pectoral sandpiper down at Dungeness.
Very nice.
Which was nice young one. And white-winged black tern, or white-winged tern as it's called nowadays.
Gorgeous. They're really smart birds, aren't they? I haven't seen one for a few.
Yeah, really nice. And here's another
Really nice.
shot of it just sort of diving down.
Okay.
This is from so last weekend I did a day trip up to Norfolk, and a brown warbler that you'll see probably. But you can see its wing bars and eye stripe, and
I think we lost you a little bit there. Can you just repeat that? It's yellow-browed warbler, isn't it?
So yellow-browed warbler. Sorry, sorry, I'm a bit laggy tonight. No idea why. But yeah, I was saying you can see the nice double wing bar and eye stripe on that. Really good. And then I haven't done much in Essex this month. I've seemed to have been out of the county quite a bit. But this was at Landguard, another day trip that I led on Wednesday. The weather wasn't particularly great to start with, but it dropped in loads of wheat ears. We had about 12 wheat ears just drop in. from nowhere,
Oh, lovely.
including these two who just sat on a bush.
Hmm.
Um, and then lovely, nice views of purple sandpiper
Oh, fantastic.
uh, down at the jetty at Langard.
Yeah.
So you saw that, which was nice. And then yesterday, I won't show you this one. Don't look. Annette and I had a quick visit up to the Naze, where this hooper had been seen about for the last week
Mhm.
or so. So yeah, we literally turned up, and it was like, oh, I don't know where it is. And then I picked it. We'd only been there like 1 minute, and I picked it up
No.
flying towards us.
Oh,
Landed, yeah, just well, it landed on the fence and
wow.
just sat on the
Lovely.
fence preening for like five minutes, and then flew onto the lawn and was feeding, and then lolloped off over the houses.
I think this is the bird that
You know,
Glenn Moore found, I think, at the Naze, isn't it?
yeah. So Glenn Moore found this at the lagoons last Saturday at the Naze. So an amazing find by Glenn.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
well done, Glenn.
Well done.
Yeah, and it's been quite sporadic in its sort of sightings, but yeah, really pleased to see that.
Cool. Excellent.
And that is
Thank you very
me
much.
done
Well, I've not had a chance to go for the hoopoe either yet, unfortunately. Work tends to get in the way of birding a lot of the time.
tomorrow.
Maybe. Fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed. Right, so mine aren't, as usual, mine are not as exciting as Steve's, but here we go. So I've just been local. Um, It's the first one I'm popping up. I actually got this at the end of August. It's a little egret with colorings on. So I reported the colorings and I got this back the other day. Um, and this bird was ringed by the North Thames Gull Group as an aged nestling, sex unknown, on the 25th of May, 2024. So I think I'm the first person to report it. And it's travelled, I think it says here somewhere. Oh, it's travelled up from 67 kilometres. There you go, right at the
Yes,
bottom.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so that's always nice to get the information back. And again, if you want to report a ring bird, there's a little video on our YouTube site to tell you how to do that. This was also at the end of last month at Ardley Reservoir. I just like the picture because you've got an adult common tern and then you've got a lovely little ginger juvenile common tern as well. So they're always fun to
Nice, I
see, I
like that.
think. Yeah.
And there's
And
still quite a few common turns around.
yeah, yeah. Um, and they just pose quite nicely, so I thought I'd take a picture of them.
Yeah, lovely.
Then I met up with my family. I think that was right at the beginning of the month. And my sister-in-law said, "Oh, have you heard about these rare birds that are on the stir at the moment?" And I think there's been up to six spoonbill on the stir,
Wow.
which is a good bird for the stir. You don't really get them there that often. So I grabbed my brother and went up for a walk along the river and found these four. And they were showing quite nicely. And they just do their own thing. They're quite lazy birds, aren't they, really, spoonbill?
They just spend their time asleep most of the time.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, just wake up, have a yawn, bit of a feed, back to sleep again.
Yep. And then I went up to Gifford's Flash. So until earlier this year, I hadn't ever seen a green heron. And now I've seen a
Purple.
purple heron, sorry. And now I've seen two in the space of a few months. So this one is at Gifford's Flash in Suffolk, just into the Suffolk border. And it showed quite nicely. Again, it was a bit distant, so I had to take it with a long lens. But it's a real smart bird. And yeah, you can see it was just about to fly here, so I managed to get a snap just before it took off, which was
I
quite good
like that.
fun.
It's a good, nice
Yeah,
bird.
right.
Yeah, really cool.
And then I also got a picture of it next to a grey heron over the other side, so you can just see the size difference. The purple heron is a lot slighter and slimmer looking.
Yeah.
Grey heron looks like a real big brute next to it. So yeah, that's good to see. And then Holland Haven on the 8th got a couple of wheatear. I was there for a few hours, and these birds, I think there was three in total. And I got the feeling they just dropped in probably, so managed to get a nice picture of one of those. And then another bird on same day, same place, just a little bit further away. And they're always fun to see. I like wheatears. They're always quite upright. And they've got a bit of a nice attitude about them. I think they're quite adventurous birds. And then on the 10th, there'd been a wryneck found at the Naze by Daryl Style. So it'd been found a day or two previous, and I thought I'd go down, try and get it before work early one morning, and walk down the bottom of the steps. And luckily, I bumped into Brian Combs, And I said to Brian, "Have you had any joy with the wryneck?" And he said, "Oh yes, it's just over here in the bush." So this it was skulking. I don't think I'd have found it, to be fair, because it was very, very tricky to pick out, and it didn't fly at all while I was there. So managed to see that and got this snap, which is nice. And then at Landguard on the 12th, just went up to Landguard to get some pictures of Sandwich Turn because they're always quite good up there this time of year. You can
Yeah,
get some
nice.
nice shots.
Nice youngster.
And turn around to go back to the car and have my first spotted flycatcher of the year at Landguard. Same day.
Brilliant.
I'm pleased with that. Yeah, lovely
Lovely.
bird.
Nice background. Love that.
Well, it was just on this wire, and it wasn't bothered by me at all. I watched it for several minutes, and managed to get a few shots of it. So there's back shot as well, which is quite nice. And then finally coming on to Abberton Reservoir on the 19th, pectoral sandpiper was found there. Got a picture of that from the High Bay Hide, and that's a lovely bird, really nice to see. And then nice close, great white egret to finish with. So there you go. Also at Abberton.
It's been a good, I mean, like you say, all those pictures are in the sunshine. It's been a really good month. Weather's
Exactly.
been amazing.
And we've got a couple of videos as well, very, very quickly. 'Cause I know time is already ticking. It always does, doesn't it?
It does.
So if I get in here very quickly, you were with me for both of these, weren't you? So I had two lifers in one day, which I was really pleased with. First one, neither of these videos are particularly good because the birds are a long way away, but this is a bird that's been mentioned earlier. This is the Wilson's phalarope that was at Old Hall Marshes.
Nice.
Busy being a phalarope and pecking around, but it's quite a good size, this bird, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was good though.
Yeah.
It was yeah, a long time. You know, they're not. I mean, there's only been like five in Essex, 4 or 5 in Essex, probably
Yeah,
ever, and there wasn't close. But yeah, it was good to watch that spinning around, picking up the insects.
absolutely. And then later the same day, that my phone went ping and a lesser grey shrike had been seen at down in Tollesbury. So I buzzed you because I had to drive past your house to get there, and
Yep.
you must have really wanted to see the shrike because you agreed to come out with me again for the afternoon. So
No, twice in one day. Twice in
it
one
was,
day. Crazy.
yeah, yeah. It was what a lovely little bird this is though. Absolute little cracker, real sort of peachy front, and it being an adult, it's got that black forehead, isn't it? The big black forehead
Yeah.
stripe. Really smart bird. Love shrikes. So yeah, that was good.
And what was amazing, this bird was in Norfolk the day before.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, it was seen at Winterton on Saturday,
okay.
Salisbury on Sunday.
There we go. I'm out. Right. I've just found out how to get rid of the videos as well. Yeah. So it's literally one day and it's travelled all that way down. That's incredible. Right. Should we do the final 5 pictures in the competition? Unless there's anything,
Yeah.
is there something in the chat?
There's quite a bit in the chat. Yep. So
Go for it.
John Peacock's hoping to see the hoopoo on Sunday if it's still there. Glenn Moore says you're welcome for finding the hoopoo. So excellent. Richard
Well,
Chu.
to be fair, you're welcome because you've seen it. I'm not welcome because I haven't seen it yet. So
Well, you know, we said it was a nice find. I think
hopefully I'll join the Hooper Club tomorrow. That'd be nice.
fingers crossed. Richard Chu said, lovely spotted flycatcher, Matt, which, yeah, agree with that. Our good old friend Steve Squinny's watching tonight.
Hello, Steve. How you doing?
Oh, Steve, mate, how you doing? He said, tuning in, he's just had a last look over the Thames this evening, and he's had 2 black turns over Mucking Bay and 17 Brent upriver, best of the bunch. So,
Brilliant.
oh, that's good. So stuff, yeah, these northerly winds today have brought some stuff in, which is really good. And then Richard, no, not Richard. God, I think I'm losing the plot tonight. Steve Hallam says he's just set up an account on Blue Sky. Can
Okay.
you remind us of how to find and follow you? So if I can just quickly share, because I've got that
Go
up
for
on
it.
the screen still.
I'll get a
So
drink because I'm losing my voice. Hold on.
hold on, and I can't find a. Oh, crikey. I was having a good moment there.
Was that my imagination? I just said I'm losing my voice, and I think I heard a lot of cheering from around the county there.
So hopefully you can see this, Steve. So we're Essex, but if you just search in the search bar down the left-hand side for Essex Birdwatching Society, we will come up, and then you can follow us from there. And just a blatant plug, Matt and I both have Blue Sky accounts, don't we, Matt?
We do. Yes.
What's your
mine is at ESBR Essex, I think. Eat, sleep, bird, repeat. It's the same tag that I use on X on Twitter.
Excellent.
And
So if you want
with
to see what Matt's been up to, then you can do that. Or if you want to see what I'm up to, then I've got a swallow birding page as well. So yeah,
definitely
follow us
worth a look.
there. Yeah, worth a look. So you can follow,
You've
see what
you've only
rubbish
done
we come up with.
you've only done that so you can put the hoopo pictures up again, haven't you? You're really
Me,
rubbing it in, you know.
would
You're
I
treading
be?
a thin line, my friend. I can boot you from this meeting any second now.
Thank you, Steve, and thank you for all those people that are watching now. Thank you for the follows tonight because I can see my
Yeah.
iPad's just going mental here. So
Thank you so much. And don't forget
brilliant.
the hashtag Essex birding feed as well. You can search for feeds in Blue
Birding.
Sky. And if you do hashtag Essex birding, and then you can follow the feed, and then at the top of your screen on your homepage, you can click on Essex birding, and that'll all be that feed. And it's
Yeah,
good, really good. And thanks to David Bradnam for setting that up as well. I think it
absolutely.
was
Yeah.
David.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I should have said that.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dave
yeah,
Bradnam set up the Essex Birding feed. Done an amazing job with that. It's not an easy thing to do. So yeah, thanks, mate.
yep, good. Right, competition time. Let's do the last five
Right.
pictures. Hold on.
Yep.
My phone's been buzzing and I haven't looked at any of them yet, so I'm hopeful I'm going to get it right. But if not, you might have to bear with me. So this is picture number 11, technically, and these are the slightly harder ones now. So can you see the rear end of a bird?
I can.
Excellent. Right.
Okay.
So that's number 11.
Thank you. Oh, okay.
Okay. So I leave it on for another 3, 2, 1. This is number 12.
Okay.
Okay. So again, just leave it on the screen for a few more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Number 13. And once again, 3, 2, 1. Number 14. Hmm. 3, 2, 1. And the final one, number 15. Apologies if some of them look a little bit blurry, but they're obviously cropped, so you got to zoom in a bit for them.
Yep, nice. Good selection of
Okay,
birds there.
right,
Well done.
there we go.
Well done.
So that's
That
the end
wasn't as
of
bad as I thought it was going to be, to be honest.
no, that's the end of the competition. That I'm not going to say what it's called anymore because I've done it once and that's it. So yeah, not doing that again. Tina said I should have called it bottom. It would have been
One of my favourite programs.
a lot politer. Yeah,
Do you remember that?
I do remember that. Yes,
One of the funniest
that did-
things I ever saw was bottom.
yeah, the dear departed Rick Mayall and Ade Edmondson, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, very funny.
Yep. Google.
Right,
Watch it on
okay.
YouTube.
Yeah, definitely. So, anything on the feedback before I queue up John's
Let's have a
mindful moment?
Tony Critchard, he said on the morning of the 14th, he had a raven briefly at Leawick Sewage Works, perched with crows, called twice, and then flew off towards Bradwell direction.
Brilliant. It's good.
Good bird for that. Good bird for there. And Neil Sumner's just messaged in. He said the 0 hour campaign, in a nutshell, it's basically puts legal obligations on the government to meet current commitment to net zero by 2050 and support limiting global warming to 1.5%. So just as a brief sort of summary of what that's about. But yeah, something to look at over the weekend, I would say, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think, yeah, Colin Undrill said, oh, nice to see his black woodpecker picture snuck in. So, you're welcome, Colin. And I think Steve Entwistle's watching tonight as well.
Hello, Steve.
So good evening, Steve.
Excellent. I'm just starting to mark some of these answers so far. So far, someone's got 10 out of 10 from the first 10. That's a good start. Right. Okay. Anyway,
Good.
So should we do mindful moment?
Let's have a mindful moment because we need to have a break. I need to have a bit of water.
Okay. Right. So hopefully you can see a screen there. Fingers crossed. Black screen. Yep. Black screen. Right. Okay. So we've got, I think it's about 2.5 minutes or so. This is John's mindful moment that you sent in again. Thanks As always, to John Ward for doing these. They're always fantastic. So I'm going to mute my mic and my camera and just relax for 2.5 minutes. See you in a minute.
Wow.
Yeah, I love that. Always
That pigeon looked
yeah.
thoroughly fed up, didn't it?
Yes, definitely. Yeah, in the rain.
That wasn't the word I was going to use actually, but yeah, fed up.
Nice to see the wages as well, and the tennant
Ah,
still in there as well, and yeah, really nice, really
and
nice.
then there was like the spotted fly and the pie fly, and then there was willow warblers singing
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
in the
yeah,
autumn. I
yeah,
know.
really, really good. So yeah, thanks as always for that, John.
Yeah, thanks,
I'm trying
John.
to do some marking and watch the thing as well. So
You sound like a school teacher.
oh no, it's terrible. Right, we're gonna have a break, I think, aren't we?
I think everyone needs a break.
Needs a break. Yeah, I need a break. Right, so just gonna find. I haven't done any new things from since last time. So hold on. Where are we? What do you want? Do you want linnets, duck, or chiff chaff?
I
Should we go
say
with duck?
duck. Yeah, duck.
Duck. I haven't
Duck's
done
good.
duck for a little while. Right, so we're going to be ducking out for a few minutes. There we go. And we'll see you in a bit.
See you in
Okay.
a couple of minutes, everybody. Hey, thank
Please
you.
don't tell me. Was that 3 minutes? Oh my goodness.
It was. Do you know what? I went downstairs and I was like rushing around,
Oh
crazy.
my goodness. Okay.
Oh my word,
Right.
that was.
So
Sure, I was just thinking about John's video. Do you know what? Like they're just brilliant.
I think they're wonderful. Yeah,
I
brilliant.
look
I
forward
mean,
to every month to see what
yeah,
he's going to come up
the
with. It's like,
wryneck.
oh,
The
yeah,
wryneck. I mean,
the colours of that, as it was in that bush, the same colours as the elder twigs. Oh,
it,
amazing!
exactly. And I thought I'd done well to get a picture of it, but he got a video of it. So yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant
And
work
also, it was like pin sharp through the
through the
twigs and
foliage.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, amazing.
Right. Okay. So
How's
shall
the
we
comp-
do?
How's the
Yeah. Shall we
competition
do the
looking?
competition? I think I was actually busy in the break working out a tiebreaker question just in case, but I don't think we need it. I don't think we need
Oh,
it. Mm,
okay.
okay. So I'm going to bring up some answers. Hang on a minute. Let's see if I can get them on here. Right. Hold on. Sorry, my screen's a bit all over the place. Here we go. Right. So we're going to go. Let's do the easy ones first. Here we go. So, and we're there, hopefully. Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So number one. What's number one, Steve?
Swallow.
Swallow.
I
Excellent.
hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
No, it's a house martin. No. Number two,
Kestrel.
Kestrel. I'm putting you on the spot now because you got all 15 right before the show, but you didn't write them down, did you?
I got to remember. I got to. Yeah,
Remember what
I
they
can't
were?
remember now what I said.
Number three. Got it?
San Martin.
San Martin. So the clue there is obviously the sand. I suppose it could have been a swift, maybe, possibly with the wings like that. But yeah, good. San Martin. Number four.
Right. I'm still waiting. Come on.
Sorry, are we still lagging? Okay.
Oh, no, San Martin's just appeared in full. Okay, right, here we go. It's okay. We're a bit slower this side of Colchester tonight. Don't you worry about it. It's probably Elon Musk's fault, probably. So,
Yeah. The
Mandarin duck.
Mandarin duck. Yay! And number five.
I've got to probably wait 5 hours for this now. It's like,
The clue here is obviously in the red on the bottom.
yep, great spotted
Thing there.
woodpecker.
Yep. Great spotted woodpecker. Excellent. Right. Okay. So that's those ones. Let me just get the next ones up. Hold on, because I didn't put them all in one folder. Unfortunately, I should have done, shouldn't I? It'd have been a bit quicker. But here we go. Medium answers. Number one. Right. And go back to Zoom and click share. Here we go. Right. Number six.
Oh, that's the fluffy bottom. That's a little grebe.
It is a little grebe.
Oh, I do like a
Number
little grebe.
seven.
Sorry, sorry about this.
Is it
Brent
really
goose.
slow?
It's all right, it's coming.
Wow. I wonder if I'm that slow on YouTube. I don't know.
Be
I've,
quicker for me to drive over to your house and sit next to you and do it.
yeah, it might be quicker. Yeah.
We could just keep
Um,
going.
I've got a theory that's Brent goose. It's a juvenile Brent goose.
Yeah, it
Nice
is
young Brent.
juvenile
Yeah.
Brent goose. Yeah.
I've got a theory that it might be the zoom. The bandwidth is a bit too much for zoom. Possibly, maybe they changed that. But anyway,
Okay.
number eight,
Red shank.
red
Taking
shank.
it. Taking it Abberton because I recognise that bit of green.
Absolutely, definitely taken at Everton. Number nine,
Oh, grey wagtail.
big long tail, yellow bottom,
Yep.
grey wagtail. And number 10,
Oh, that's big.
all those colours, lapwing. Absolutely right. So that's
Very
that.
nice.
And then the final five, we will get there. Here we go. Make sure I don't.
This part of the show is very quick, so don't worry, everyone.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we're nearly done. If I press the wrong button here, we'll be done. Definitely done because we'll end the show if we're not careful. Right, here we go. Oops. Click. You should be able to see that one. Number 11.
It's a wood sandpiper.
It is a wood sandpiper. So you've got that kind of rump and the barry bits and the speckled wings is the clue, really, and the colour of the legs. So
Long
wood
legs,
sandpiper.
Yeah.
Number 12.
Green shank.
Green shank, absolutely, with the
Nice.
lovely barred grey plumage and again the sort of pale greeny yellowy legs. Lovely green shank. Number 13,
Golden eye.
golden. I did catch one or two people out this one. Bit smew like, I suppose.
Yep.
Bit goosandery like maybe, but yep, golden eye. Number 14. Now, you know what? When I
Dunnock.
did this, I don't know if I'd have got this actually because it kind of doesn't look like what it is from there. It does, but I don't normally look at that part of the bird. So,
I know
Dunnock.
exactly what you mean, but yeah,
Mm,
Dunnock. Yep.
Dunnock, yeah, good. And number 15, again, I don't know if I'd have got this to be honest with you. Might have done because the coloration, but and the tail pattern.
Linnet. Linnet.
That's a linnet, yes. You got the black on the wings and the sort of gingery buffiness, and the white tail feathers as well. So that's a linnet.
That was good.
So there you go. So honourable mention in second place goes to Richard Chew, who got 14 out of 15. Very good.
Well done,
In
Richard.
first place with 15 out of 15, Liz Huxley. So Liz
Hey, well done, Liz.
wins a
Excellent.
notebook
And a
and
shopping bag.
a shopping bag. Yeah, fantastic.
Fantastic.
So, well done, Liz. And we'll get them to you next time I see you. So seeing you a couple of times in the next month. So you might have to remind me because I'm a bit forgetful. But yeah, well done. Congratulations. Good. And
No,
thanks
well
for
done
taking
for
part. And I
that.
hope that was kind of a bit of fun, really.
I
You know,
enjoyed it.
yeah.
It was
And
good.
we're always trying to think of different fun things to do. So, if you can think of an idea for competition or anything, let us know. And next month, I might even try and find a book or something as a prize rather than the notebook. So I can trawl some secondhand bookshops or something and dig into my shallow pocket and buy a prize. Right. Okay. What's next?
What we got? What we got from
Viewers.
viewer pictures.
Absolutely. Right. Okay. Hang on. I'll just need to move my screen. There we go. Going to there. Right. So we've got viewers' pictures and viewers' videos.
Ooh.
I'll need to check the emails as well, but I don't think there's anything extra in the emails, which is good. So yes, right. Here we go. So viewers' pictures, we'll rattle through these. So first of all, from Dave Dutton, Dave and Mo out on Sunnymead Farm, sort of Alresford way. This is rather a nice picture. Do you want to talk me through this one?
So this is it's a cat egret, with some water buffalo.
Hmm.
So Dave and Mo have water buffalo on their farm, which are amazing creatures. I love water buffalo.
Incredible. I didn't know that. I didn't know they had them, but yeah, fantastic. So love that picture.
I mean, water. I think buffalo is available to as meat on the farm as well, which is
Right.
good.
Cool. Yeah,
And then
didn't know that.
some of their water buffalo now are at Old Hall Marshes
Yes,
out on
saw them the other day with
Balefels.
the phalarope. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
if you've seen the phalarope the other day, the water buffalo were in the same field. So that was
absolutely.
cool.
Right, next picture is from Graham Me, and this is a lovely goldfinch hanging upside down in his garden. So thanks for sending that,
Amazing.
in, Graham. And a blue
It's
sky as
amazing.
well. We have had some blue skies over the last month, haven't we? It's been nice.
Yeah, apart from the last 2 days. That's amazing.
Oh wow, look at that. Crikey. Look at all the colour in that. You got
Oh,
you got
wow.
the carrot-billed oyster catchers in the background and the red-legged red shanks at the front. And this was taken, I think, at Shoebury on the beach at Shoebury MOD. So yeah, that's a
Like,
cracking picture like that.
that'd make a
Thank
nice
you.
jigsaw puzzle.
No, it really wouldn't. I'm no good at jigsaws. I'd be tearing my hair out with that one. I think no, it would actually, wouldn't it? That would be a
For
good
someone
jigsaw.
that you don't like, basically.
Yeah, you're going to get a jigsaw puzzle in your Christmas present now. I'm going to make that into one. I expect it done within a week.
Yeah, okay.
Right. Next picture, Jan Lewis. So Jan Lewis sent in the picture of the Wilson's phalarope from Old Hall. Very nice. So,
I'm still waiting.
got it.
I'm still waiting to see it yet. It's not come yet.
Got to be careful.
So
Got to be careful with Jan's pictures. Make sure I get the IDs right. I might let you do Jan's actually.
it's a green. This is a green shank. Winter plumage green shank. Spotted red shank.
Yeah, so
No,
Wilson's phalarope, he's got the long thin bill and he's got that kind of sort of black stripe
mask.
going down through the eye. Yeah, really nice, really nice. I presume juvenile bird because you've got the pale edges to the wing coverts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. Yep.
cool.
That's a really nice shot. That is.
Yeah, go on then. Next one.
That's a white throat,
Is it lesser white throat or white
I
throat?
reckon. No, I'll go lesser white throat.
Lesser, yeah.
Yeah, I'll go lesser.
I
Yeah, it's
think so. It's
quite
got the
dark
dark
in
legs,
the
isn't it? Dark legs,
Yeah,
and I can't see any ginger on there. The eye colour
no,
looks right for lesser, and the head shape as well. Head divide.
he's put me on the spot now.
He is, yeah. Well, he doesn't name them, and so yeah. I haven't looked at these yet. Right. Ah, okay. That one I know.
Little stint.
Little stint, and I think that must have been taken up at
That's
Cley.
from Cley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jan was with us for the day. Right. Okay. Ah, that one. I could do that one as well. Go on.
Redback shrike.
Excellent. Yeah,
Oh, I forgot about that at the Nays. I could have put that in my roundup. Yeah,
you could. That's a lovely shot. That's a really nice crisp shot. And
that
again,
was a nice bird. That was.
blue sky and blackberries, fantastic. And then I know this one. This is the good old potchard, isn't it?
The pot child with the long bill. Yeah.
The potchard with the long bill. Yeah, absolutely. Jan's potchard. There you go. That's what that bird's going to be called from now on. No, that's obviously that is the canvas back this
Yeah,
time. Not going to fall into that trap again, are we?
that's nice. That hasn't been reported for a while, but I presume it's still there. But people can't be bothered to look for it. So
Yeah, I mean, it can be tricky to pick out, as we said last month, but yeah, nice bird. And again, you can see this darker coloration on the forehead round the eye. Um, and then we've got from Liz Huxley at the nays, and Liz said
oh,
on her email that she's got quite a purple patch down at the nays at the moment. It's been having a few bits and bobs drop in there, isn't it?
mm, mm.
Which is really nice. So redback shrike again, thanks from Liz.
Blue sky and brown blackberries again.
Absolutely. And we've got another shot of the nays wryneck. That was there for 2 or 3 days, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was I think it was nearly a week. I think
Mm.
on and off.
Just
It can
sticking
be
its head
quite
out of the
elusive.
bush on this one, so very nice. And the colours on Wryneck, I think they're a fascinating bird. They're beautiful. They really are
Yeah,
lovely.
they are superb.
And yeah, I don't want to talk about this one, Liz. Thank you. But that's that's a lovely shot of the hoopoe. That's really nice. Yeah, nice and sharp. And again, look at that sky. Fantastic
Yep,
colour.
blue sky again. Yep,
Mm.
blue
That,
skies tomorrow, everybody.
fingers
It'll
crossed.
be nice tomorrow.
That doesn't look like it's taken in the UK, does it? That picture. You wouldn't say it was a UK picture. So
No,
yeah.
absolutely. They always look really exotic, don't they? Hoopoes. I mean,
Mm.
they're a cracking bird. Sorry.
And this one, Pete Dwyer, the membership secretary, our membership secretary, sent this in, and he said he was out ringing locally yesterday, so this would have been the 9th of September, and he managed to get a juvenile male bullfinch. And
Wow.
according to David Wilkinson's list of ring birds, only 27 bullfinches were ringed in Essex during 2022. So he said he doesn't see many himself these days, but he does recall catching 10 bullfinches in one net on a ringing session in 1988, which is
Wow.
mad. But that's a lot. Look at that bird. He's lovely, isn't he? He's gorgeous.
And you know what? He's been eating blackberries as well, I reckon.
I wouldn't be surprised. Look, round his base of his bill there.
Or elderberries or something like that. Yeah.
He looks a bit indignant, doesn't he? Yeah, let me get back to my blackberry.
Yeah.
And then from Richard Chew, we got these were at Langdon, and Richard has said that Common Buzzard did the decent thing and put on a bit of a soaring show. He's got obviously the red fox, and chiffchaffs and blackcaps are still around occasionally calling, and he did see a male of the latter, but he said that generally it's getting a little bit quieter locally. So yeah, that's the Common Buzzard, which is nice. And that's all of the pictures from people, but I am going to share very quickly if I can do it without crashing everything. The video. So here we go. Hold on. Desktop. It's a nightmare. The amount of files that we've got open on these computers.
Yeah, I think that might be my issue tonight as well.
I've got a couple of videos sent in by Dave, and this is of the cattle egret actually interacting with the water buffalo. This one's a good one, but the second one's my favourite. Play it in just a moment. Look at it, just picking bits off the buffalo. Buffalo doesn't mind too much, does it?
No, they're very docile creatures.
Yeah, yeah.
Here comes another one. Look, what's going on?
Well, if I do the other video as well, hang on, let me see if I can just do that from here, which I should be able to. Hold on. Here we go. Right. Ready? This is slightly more close up. What I liked about this one is obviously you've got the the cattle egret thinking about picking something and then going for it. Then the buffalo's kind of it's resting, isn't it? Doesn't even move. But if you look over the buffalo's head in a second, there you go. Hello, what are you up to? Oh, it's a great video. I like that.
Like that bird, there was an obvious fly on the nose, which is the one that he went for, and then
Mm.
it's like it almost took his eye out.
Mm. But the buffalo didn't move.
No, I mean, look
Actually,
at something like
yeah, yeah,
working towards you.
crazy, crazy, crazy. But
Oh,
yeah,
well done.
yeah, thanks, Dave. Thanks, Richard. Thanks everyone that sent the pictures in, Liz and Graham. Yeah, fantastic, and Pete as well. So
Yeah,
yeah,
there's a few
brilliant.
comments from Richard Chew and various others about the pictures. So yeah, well done for those people that sent them in.
Thanks
Um,
very much.
Steve Hallam thought the bird's bottoms, that we won't say that word, he said was a stroke of genius, Matt.
Oh, thank you very much.
He got a
Well,
dismal score, but it was a stroke of genius. So
I wouldn't quite go that far, but no, thank you very much. Who knows what we're going to do next month? Which other part of the bird's
that's what
anatomy
we're going to do
we
next month.
can zoom in on? Yeah. Oh dear.
Actually, I've had an idea, but never mind. Another program.
Oh, I did think a little light came on in the background there, Steve, just briefly.
You
Kind
know,
of
bing.
little bit of
Yeah.
flickering,
Then it
gentle
went out
flickering.
again, didn't it?
Yeah, fizzled out very
Yeah,
quickly.
then went dim. Went very dim quickly.
Oh, brilliant. Right, okay,
Oh,
so we're going to do sightings, and we've got a quick web page to show. We're going to share the Big County Birdwatch information, and then that's kind of it. So we've probably got about another 15, 20 minutes. So we're going to be in the 2 hour slot again, I think, which is good.
good, which is good because people are probably falling asleep at the moment.
Exactly. Yeah, right. Okay. So do you want to go sightings first? Do you want to do
I
yours?
can do, yep.
Oh,
So I'm doing the south of Essex as usual. So where are we going to go first? We'll go with Bowers Marsh. So Bowers Marsh is on the edge of Basildon, up to 8 spoonbills this month, which is pretty good. Spoonbills are really doing well in Essex. Lots of spoonbills scattered around, and they also had little gull earlier in the month.
okay.
I'm just going a bit random here, but Hanningfield has had a couple of black terns, 4 little gulls, gargany, black-necked grebe, and osprey during the month. Wallasey's had up to 2 curlew sandpipers and 10 spoonbills. Wallasey will start getting going in the next few weeks with the
Mm,
winter birds arriving. Epping Forest, we don't often feature Epping Forest
okay.
in the county roundup, but Chingford Plains had a wryneck on the 6th and 7th of September. So it's
Nice.
a good inland record for that. What else have we got? Tilbury, as Steve said earlier, there's been a few bits and bobs from there. Certainly black terns, Arctic terns, and a few waders and stuff coming through. West Canby has had gargany. Bittern back at Fisher's Green on the 19th. So
Oh,
back for the winter in the reed bed. So
excellent.
really good, nice early sighting for the bittern. And then pretty much place of the month in South Essex has been Canby Point really. So we've
Mhm.
had good numbers of black terns, long-tailed skewers, including 2 today. Had Manx shearwater today, Corey shearwater on the 5th. Great bird that is
That's
for Essex.
super bird. Yeah.
Pomerine skewer, a couple of sabines gulls. They had black guillemot on the 18th. So certainly, yeah, for me, Canby is the place of the month in the south. And that's pretty much it, I think. Oh, sorry, no, it's not. No, it's not at all. Vange Marsh. How could I
Oh,
forget Vange
yes.
Marsh? Had Lessie Yellowlegs on the 13th, 14th, and 22nd, and 25th. So still there
Oh,
yesterday as well. So
there's a gap there. I mean, I'm assuming it's the same bird with just a gap in between
yeah,
sightings.
I, I think it's been a little bit mobile. It must go off into the creeks and stuff. So, but
Gotcha.
it's been
Okay.
yeah, it's been seen on 4 dates in the
Hmm.
last week or two. So
Good
yeah,
bird. Yeah, good bird.
so good. Maybe not quite as good as North Essex, which we'll find out in a
Well,
second.
let's see. I probably missed stuff, but I'm going from the beginning of the month. So a couple of honey buzzards over Langenhoe on the first. We've got wood sandpiper reported from the hive on the first. Redback shrike at Fingering Hoe Wick, and canvasback has been on and off pretty much throughout the month at Abberton. On the second little stint was at the Naze, and there was an osprey at Fingering Hoe. On the third, there's Slavonian Grebe and 19 spotted redshank at Old Hall Marshes, as well as 2 little stints at Holland Haven. Then on the fifth, the Velvet Scoter at the Naze and 2 sooty shearwaters, which is good. On the 7th, a couple of days later, also at the Naze, Wood Warbler and Redback Shrike. And then, of course, as we know, on the 8th, we had the Wryneck pop up. The 9th, there was a flyover Orton bunting, flew south calling. 4 days later, on the 13th at Holland Haven, there was sooty shearwater. And then 4 days after that, also at Holland Haven, 8 crane were reported flying southwest as well, which is good. Although, interestingly, they weren't picked up by anyone else. So goodness knows where they went. But yeah, good record. There was also pectoral sandpiper at Abberton Reservoir, as we know. A couple of pink-footed geese were flying north at the Naze on the 19th. And then 21st, it all kicked off at Old Hall Marshes with a Wilson's phalarope. The hoopoe was reported at the Naze by Glenn on the 21st. Osprey on the 22nd at Hanford Water. Lesser grey shrike on the 22nd at Tollsbury. And then we've got 23rd, wood sandpiper at Old Hall Marshes. Yellow-browed warbler at the Naze. And finally on the 24th, 4 black-necked grebes came in at Abberton. Paul Brayshaw has also sent through a summary. So he said, August ending strongly with singles of Manx, Sooty and Balearic shearwater north during the afternoon of the 31st, with a further 2 Manx and Sooty on the 6th and 2 Balearics on the 16th, when over 100 were noted off North Foreland in Kent. Skewers were generally scarce, but included a couple of bonksy, it's a great skewer, and a couple of long-tailed skewer on the 2nd, and 2 on the 7th. Hirondine passage has been good with peak on the 4th of 1,719 swallow, 1,315 house martin, and 173 sand martin, accompanied by at least 3 hobbies, so they'll probably chase them all round, with good numbers of house martins overall. Indeed, as I write this on Friday morning, I'm getting distracted by tight groups of up to 180 strong heading south. Tree pipits were noted on several days with a superb 9 on the 9th, and meadow pipit passage has peaked at 300 on a couple of days. There were notable falls of 35 plus wheatear and 8 plus windchat in the fields behind the golf course on the 7th, when a red start was near the tennis club. Offshore, term passage is reduced, but wildfowl movements are increasing with peaks on the 23rd of 442 Brent, plus a pale-bellied seen earlier passing Minsmere, and 165 widgeon. Other notable sightings included a dotterel that did the decent thing and called repeatedly as it passed south on the 2nd. They've got quite a sort of like peep, peep kind of call, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't sound
Cool.
anything like golden plovers or
Velvet Scoter on the 5th, a peak of 104 gannet on the 6th, spoonbill on the 10th, great white egret on the 12th, and the 17th he had 2 of them. A juvenile Sabine's gull was close north on the 20th when a yellow-browed warbler was heard calling but not singing. And the highlight was a superbly delicate and buoyant harrier species that headed out to sea early on the 12th that initially gave good view, but in very poor light before heading high offshore towards Kent. So superbly delicate and buoyant harrier. I guess it could be pallid or Montes. Yeah, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Looking ahead, forecasts indicate southwesterly airflow for the next couple of weeks. So dry mornings, passerine migration will continue with finches joining the meadow pipits in the next week or so. Winds are probably now holding up migration south and east of Brent geese and other wildfowl in particular. So when the wind swings, that's going to be like it'll unblock and everything will start coming through basically. He said it's always difficult to predict accurately, but keep an eye out for any pop-ups if conditions do look favourable. So Paul has said he'll let us know if there's any sort of days that really look good in advance, and we can kind of put the word out on social media, and people are more than welcome to go along and join him. And in fact, today, after he wrote this report, I think he had on the local WhatsApp chat Pomeranian skewer and long-tailed skewer today as well. So thanks for that as always, Paul. And well done on the amazing work you do. And that leads us nicely into our little webpage, doesn't it? So if I share it on the screen and you can talk about it, if that's all right, Steve.
I'm going to say that we met up with Paul on Sunday.
Yes.
I don't know what day it was, Sunday morning, maybe. Yeah.
Sunday, yeah.
And we were watching these Brent geese migrating.
Oh, yeah.
We've got to talk about this because this is amazing. So we were watching these. There was a group of, was it nine Brent geese going south?
Yes.
And as they were going south, one was going north, and they must have been a good quarter of a mile, half a mile apart from each other.
They were a
And
long way apart, weren't they?
the one going north banked round and then started chasing to try and catch up with the group of nine. It was amazing.
We watched it all through our scopes. I think there was me, you, Mark Nowers, Paul, and I think Liz was there as well. Liz had turned up. So I think all five of us were watching this one brink goose catching these nine up, and it was going like the clappers. I mean, brink goose is normally kind of like this, and this thing was like, it was absolutely going crazy. But it did it, didn't it? It caught up. Um,
Yeah.
we were saying when it caught up, it would have been so funny if the other nine had all turned around and gone the other way again. But that was a real highlight. Just watching something like that. It obviously saw the group and thought, you know what, I want to catch up with my friends. So yeah, it was brilliant. Right, should we look at a website very quickly?
Cool. And thanks to all those people that have signed up to Blue Sky tonight that have just messaged in, and obviously for watching as well.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
Multitasking.
So this website,
yeah.
Well, here we go. We'll have a very quick look at this. Go on.
I'm sure a lot of people have probably seen this, but if you haven't, it's a really good. I think it originates from sort of Dutch, from Holland, Trek Tellen. So it's just trektellen.org, and it's a really good website for you can record. Well, you can set up your own site as people have done here, and then it's recording visible migration. So it can be just like seabirds or passerines or stuff flying over at night, nocturnal, what's it called?
Knockmig. Yep. I mean, this is Dungeness today, and that's what they reported at Dungeness. And it tells you the direction that the birds were flying, west or east, and you can make notes and things on there as well. I think you have to register to be a user on Trek Tellen. So I think you have to sort of submit yourself and submit a site that you want to watch from, and then you have to get accepted, as far as I'm aware. But it's really interesting. I mean, me and Mark introduced me to it, so thanks, Mark, for doing that. And he's got old Felixstowe on here somewhere. I don't know if he's been there the last few days, possibly not, because I think this is in historical order. But if you look at the top here, there's a map that you can bring up, and this shows all the different sites that are registered. So I don't know if I can zoom in. I'm probably going to crash my computer now. But if I click, where are we? There we go. So that's old Felixstowe. And this was me and Mark last Saturday, and that's what we saw. And it's just a really good website. I haven't had a chance to look at all the information on here in too much detail, but you've got lots of analysis, record counts, there's graphs, migration patterns, and so on and so forth. You can choose by species. So if we go, I don't know, if we go brink goose, so if we say dark-bellied brent, and if we go from the beginning of the month, maybe, and you can do hourly averages. So let's show the overview for that quickly. And then the map will change, and you can see on here. So Winterton is getting an average of 6.27 per hour since the beginning of September. So that's obviously all the days and nights, I guess. It's just divided it up.
You scroll down a bit. That's better. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Oh, can you see it? Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, I can now. Yeah, cool.
Yep.
Yeah, brilliant.
The old Felixstowe 11.1 per hour. That's the big blob. That was me and Mark over the weekend, because we had a good number of them. Yeah, it's just an interesting website, I think. And you've got totals for it's obviously hits on the site. Sorry, I think there's totals for species as well at the top. Yep. You've got all the record counts in here. You've got various graphs, totals for species on here as well. And you can set the dates on that too. So again, if you go from beginning of September to now, and you can see in the UK, there's been 1,414 pale-bellied and 1,122 dark-bellied reported. 33,000 pinkfoot reported coming in. That's obviously going to be for Wash and Norfolk and so on, I guess. So yes, mad. It's just a good website.
Good website. Really well worth a look for sure.
It's called Trek Tellen, TREKTELLEN, for anyone that doesn't know. And even if you're not registered, which I'm not at the moment, you can still look at all this data. So it's still well worth a look, definitely. Yep. And if you do get registered on it, the app looks really good to use, really intuitive. So yeah, I want to try and get on it somewhere. I don't know if they'll accept Ardley Reservoir, so I might have to branch further afield, I think.
Three coots flying south.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. One mallard dabbling.
Exactly.
Right, do you want to do the Big County Birdwatch poster quickly? Because we've got
Yeah,
about 7 minutes left.
absolutely. Yeah, okay. So let me just
Oh,
share the screen, which I'm going to go there and share. So hopefully you guys can see this at home.
uh, yep.
So I'll just enlarge the poster up. We'll just move that out of the way. So yeah, once again, Big County Birdwatch from Friday the 25th to Monday the 28th of October. So not long, just under a month now. So we've got lots of walks going on. I think we've got 15 guided walks over the 4 days. So I'm just going to quickly, if I just scroll up a little tiny
Hmm.
bit. So pretty much all this information is on our website, and there's various posters around. It'll be on our Blue Sky channel very soon, and our other social media platforms. So yeah, Friday the 25th of October, the first walk of Big County Birdwatch is at Haybridge Pits with Simon Wood, the Society President, and, Carla Davis. It's a 3-hour walk. I mean, you can pretty much don't have to read it all out, I suppose, but so Daisy Meadow Car Park.
Yep.
Then Matt and I, we're doing our first walk down Gunners Park, and the Birdware Essex coast are joining us, or we're joining them. I'm not sure quite which way it
Well,
is.
we're joining each other. We're combining forces. So the no bird
Exactly,
will
joint
escape, but
forces.
we will spot them all, definitely.
We will. So yeah, we've got a 2.5-hour walk around Gunners Park, and this is also coinciding with the Birdware Essex Coast Great Coastal Birdwatch,
Hmm.
which we'll talk about in a minute. But and then Matt and I are off to Wallasey in the afternoon, 2 o'clock Wallasey for 2 hours. And then each day of the Big County Birdwatch, we'll be doing one of these YouTube shows. Won't be 2 hours, but just a roundup of the day's sightings.
Yeah.
We'll be
We'll try,
we'll be
we're
absolutely
going
on.
to try and keep them to sort of 45 minutes to an hour maximum each night, because
Yeah,
otherwise we'll kind of collapse of exhaustion, I think. But
exactly.
we're going to try and get the other walk leaders on as well if we can. So yeah, that'd be good.
Yep, absolutely. And then Saturday's walks. Mark Nowers, the RSPB, who we've had on as a special guest on the show before, is doing a walk at Mistley Walls, and Matt and I are going to join him on that. And then Ben Rumsby, who
Hmm,
will be 18. He'll be 18 years old by then.
you will.
So if you want to take him a birthday cake, I'm sure he'll love that. He's doing a walk at Raynham Marshes on Saturday morning. And Jerry Johnson, Society Chair, is doing a walk at Hanningfield on the Saturday morning at 10 o'clock for 3 hours. And then Matt and I, we've had a break for a few hours there, Matt. We've
Yep. We can get some lunch,
had some
hopefully.
lunch, makes a change, doesn't it? And then we'll be at Abberton Reservoir in the afternoon on the Saturday. I don't know if you want to do the next ones.
Yeah, so Sunday you got Connaught Water, Mel Shepherd Wells. That's 2.5 hour walk starting at 9 o'clock. Meeting in the Connaught Water car park. So Steve's designed this poster expertly, brilliantly. We've got all the postcodes on here, and it's got details whether parking charges or entrance fees apply. The next walk on the Sunday, the 27th, is 9:30 at RSPB Bowers Marsh. Neil Sumner is leading a 2.5 hour walk round Bowers Marsh. The car park at Bowers Marsh is still closed at the moment, so you need to park on the approach road sensibly. And I think they're meeting by the railway bridge. So that'll be a really good walk, because Bowers is going to be great this time of year. Then on the Sunday, Steve and I are doing 2 walks at Fingering Hoe. So there's like a big autumn bird day at Fingering Hoe. Swallow Birding is going to have their stand there. The Essex Birdwatching Society, we're going to have our stand there as well. And we're doing 2 guided walks, one at 10:30, one at 1:30. Each one will take 2 hours, and we'll just explore different parts of the fantastic reserve there at Fingering Hoe Wick. And then at 1 o'clock on the Sunday afternoon in Roding Valley Meadows, Mel Shepherd Wells is doing a second walk of the day. So another 2.5 hour walk in the afternoon, starting at 1, meeting in the car park adjacent to David Lloyd Centre. So huge thanks to Mel and to Neil for guiding the walks on the Sunday. And then finally, Monday the 28th, 7 o'clock, Frinton on Sea watching with Paul Brayshaw, me and Steve. So hopefully you'll find loads of cracking birds. And then we've got the Nays at 9:30. We're going to be wandering around and seeing what we can see. and we're finishing the event at Holland Haven at 1:30 p.m. And then, as Steve said, every day in the evenings, we're going to have the YouTube shows. They'll all be on our channel. And if you look at our website under the events tab, there's information on there, and we'll keep the website and the social media and everything updated as much as we can. So hopefully you'll see one or two of these posters popping up in various places, fingers crossed. And while we're on the subject, very quickly, because we've got about 3 minutes left before my chair turns into a pumpkin, which won't be very pretty. So here we go. This is the Great Coastal Birdwatch that Steve was talking about. It's taking place from the 19th of October to the 3rd of November. And Birdware Essex Coast are taking part in this, of course. So you've got Chloe, Leanne, and Leah from Birdware Essex Coast. And they're doing various events. If you look on their website, I think at the moment they've got a little thing on there. Here we go. I think it's in here. Hold on. Yes. So right down the bottom, here we go. That's what I was looking for. So they're going to be giving out little tick lists and stuff that you can tick off. Lots of different species. This is obviously an event that's designed for birders, but also for the public. It's a public-facing event to try and make people aware of what's out there, and also to encourage people to give birds and wildlife space on the coast, basically, not to disturb the birds and wildlife on the coast. And they've got various events. Well, I'm not going to read through all these, but they're all on their website. So on the 3rd at the Walls, their last event, we're planning to have our stand there and be there for the day and or for the morning certainly, to try and see what we can see. And also, I think we're hoping in here to get on the 31st maybe a pier walk at Southend Pier. So Birdware will have their stand somewhere, whether it be on the pier or this end of the pier, I don't know. But we'll hopefully have a walk up the pier and do a bit of sea watching from the end of the pier. So again, that should be good fun as well. All right. That's it, I think. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Look out for that, and look on the Birdware Essex Coast website. Anything you can do to help them, to promote them, to repost things on your social media feeds, they would really appreciate, because it's all about spreading the word. They do some great work.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. Feedback? Anything? I'll check emails.
No, just lots of thanks from Nick Warner, Katie Taylor, Steve Swinney. He said, Steve said, great show. Just nice to see you guys. But he said, aren't those shirts aired yet, Matt?
They do move. They do move. I promise they do. And I have got other clothes as well. Other people have said this in the past. I need to get something to cover them, really. I need a sheet or something, I think.
Tony Critcher, John Peacock, Chris Mee, all say thanks, guys. Yeah, no, love you. We appreciate you watching, everyone. Richard Chu, Graham. So yeah, the walks are open to anyone.
Yes.
Anyone can come along. They're apart from like for non-members for certain reserves, they're free.
Yeah.
Completely free. So yeah, the more the merrier. So
just rock up and tell family and friends as well. You know, bring people with you. The more the merrier, definitely.
Absolutely. And can I just we are when we did our conference, didn't we, at the weekend?
Yeah.
We at the weekend in March, we Viking Optical.
Oh, yes.
So no, just want to don't forget if you need new optics, Viking Optical, mention the Essex Birdwatching Society and they'll sort you out.
Definitely. Yeah, they're up in
Halesworth.
Oh, yeah, Halesworth in Suffolk, very near to Minsmere. They've got a great little showroom there. They've got lots of different things that you can try out. And just mention you're an Essex Birdwatching Society member, and they'll look after you. They'll do you a really good deal. So yeah, Paul and the guys up there, thanks for all their help and support as well. That's it, I think, isn't it?
I think we've got that's it from don't think I've missed anyone.
Okay.
Yeah, Neil Sumner said thanks, Matt. Graham, yeah, Richard Chu. Yeah, no, we're all good, I think.
Well, thanks
to someone as we sign off, but thanks everyone for watching tonight.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for all the follows and likes. Thanks for all the activity on Blue Sky. Don't forget the 13th, well, actually the 4th, we've got an online meeting, online talk with Phil Atkinson about avian bird flu. So that'll be on our YouTube channel next Friday. On the 13th, we've got the field trip day, which is sea watching at 7 o'clock at Frinton. Then the nays at 9 o'clock, I think, or 9 o'clock? 9 o'clock, yes.
9 o'clock at the
9 o'clock, and then Holland Haven in the afternoon. And then the Big County Birdwatch takes place from the 25th to the 28th of October. And the Great Coastal Birdwatch is running from I think the 19th of October to the 3rd of November.
Yep.
That's on the Bird Aware Essex Coast website. Everything else about Big County Birdwatch is on our website. So keep an eye on all of that, and hopefully we'll see everyone there. Fingers crossed.
Absolutely. Now,
Yeah.
quickly, have you had any emails?
No, I have been checking them. They're
Sorry.
in the background. I have been checking them. So
Oh, well
no,
done. That's good.
no
Because
emails.
we normally shut off the show and then realise that there's been
Yeah,
7
my,
emails
oh!
coming.
No emails, which is good. Well, it's not good. Well, it's great, but it means I'm up to date. That's what I mean.
No, that's
It's good.
good.
I'm up to date. Yes, yeah,
Oh
good.
no, just quickly, something I've missed.
Mm,
John Peacock says, have either of us birded at Beaumont Cut?
no,
No. John's
no.
hoping to go on Sunday on his way to Walton. I'd imagine. I went down there many years ago to see a Forster's Turn,
Okay.
Beaumont. Yeah, I think that was, but that was a good area. Yeah.
Mm.
Anywhere on the coast this time of year is going to be good.
And the thing is, if you go somewhere that other people don't go to, you might find something. You know,
Absolutely.
um, there could be another hoopoe or a lesser grey shrike or Foster
Yep.
or whatever. You know, there could be
Yep.
anything down there. So
Absolutely
yeah,
right. Go
good
do it.
luck, and
Yep.
fingers crossed you'll find something good.
Yep. Absolutely. Well,
Right.
have a good weekend, everybody.
Yes, I'm going to go and rearrange my shirts again. So they'll be in a slightly different order next month. And yeah, I'll we'll see you all soon. We'll be back on again. We're not doing a show at the end of next month, but we're doing 4 mini shows throughout that Big County Birdwatch weekend. But then we're hoping to do another one of these probably second week of November, something in that region.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, because
Yeah,
obviously we've got the photographic competition and stuff. But watch this space. Watch our social media
yeah. Follow
website
us
for
and you'll find
details.
out. Okay, brilliant. Right, I think we're
Right.
good.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for
Thanks for
watching. Good
watching.
night, everyone. Bye,
Take it
bye.
easy. See you later.